Hello, Leo. Welcome to Creators on the Crest. I'm Stephanie, channeling the OG Princess Leo Organa today to have a little fun for your May 2024 monthly reading. Today we're going to be doing a little bit different kind of thing because it's the first time I've done these readings, and we're going to do a yummy Celtic cross spread. Keep in mind these are general readings, so only take what resonates. Be sure to check out, in addition, if this is your sun sign, check your moon, rising and north node for additional context that can help kind of fill in some missing puzzle pieces. If you're interested in a personal reading, I have links in the description below. And also for those of you who would like to make a donation to help me grow and support my channel, I am forever grateful, and the links are below for that as well. And you can connect with me on socials if you haven't already. Quite simply, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Creators on the Crest. Okay, we're going to start today with an overall energy vibe. We're going to get your overall energy, and then we'll do the spread, and then we'll close out with an oracle card from the Starseeds Oracle. May the 4th be with you, Leo. What's your vibe for May, Leo? What's your vibe? Oh, your vibe is awe. And it says, may you see the sublime in the everyday. Awe and wonder. Seeing the sublime in the everyday. Okay, wow. So you may be looking for these moments of just being inspired by the world around you, which is really, really amazing. I love it. All right. It's going to take me a moment to lay out this spread here. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Whew. You're already taking me to things here. All right. Month of May for Leo. All righty. Whew. Okay, Leo. I'm just getting in the vibe with the energy of your reading here. And thinking about the awe and wonder and seeing the sublime in the everyday. I see that reflected here in your reading. Okay. All right, let's find out what's going on. So, Leo, you are presenting your current situation as the Emperor. You're feeling very strong, very committed, very... what's the word here? There's a lot of authority that I'm feeling here as well. There's an authoritative kind of feeling. So this is something that you're very serious about, you're very dedicated to, you're very invested in. And crossing that is the 7 of Cups, showing that there is some maybe some challenging choices or decisions that you're having to make. Even though you have this authority, maybe you've stepped into a role of greater leadership and you're having to make some decisions that affect others, perhaps. Or you're having to make some decisions around possibly your personal life, your home, and your stability. Your focus is your spiritual authority, the Hierophant, which really plays into that awe and wonder of the world and incorporating your knowledge and wisdom into the actual physical spiritual experience. So that's really, really cool. We'll get clarifiers on all this. In the past, you get the Empress. So that is a feminine energy. That is a nurturing energy. This could be remembering or memorializing your mother. This could be you dealing with mother wounding or something along those lines. This could be, for some of you, if you're female, that your childbearing years are done or that you're finished and you've brought that to a completion, or that you've let that go. Maybe you've decided not to have children this lifetime or something along those lines and left that in the past. This could also be if you are the masculine, then you are, there's maybe someone you let go of. There's been perhaps a breakup or someone from the past, or someone's coming from the past is coming back around again, Leo. That could be the case too. In your strength, you get the 9 of Cups. And I love this because it plays into the awe and wonder and really enjoying the world. I would encourage you to daydream, to watch the clouds, to be outdoors. And then when you're indoors, just giving yourself a chance to like dream, read inspiring books, watch movies that are very creative and different. Those kinds of things will help inspire you as well in your personal life. In the future, you get the Page of Swords. So you could be coming up on something a little tricky where you're having to navigate a bit of unsteady ground. And I don't see you fully confident with that yet. Remember, we do have some choices that are challenging you, and that could, I can kind of feel the energy it kind of is off a little bit here in the future. But, energies can change at any time. That's why we look at these readings from that perspective. These are things that are going on in the energetic field, and we'll get some clarifiers to see if we can't come to a better conclusion about what that is, because I can't see it quite yet. But it feels like a stumbling block. Ugh. Okay. In the advice and help, you get the Eight of Wands. That tells me that regardless of there may be some stumbling blocks in the future, or you've come to this place where you're having to make more decisions, you're to move forward with full force into your passion, into your desires, into the things that you love to do. Move quickly, move magically. That is the advice I'm getting. The advice is to move. So keep moving. Don't let anything stop you here, even having to occasionally reflect on something and make a decision. Keep moving through it. The ecosystem surrounding you right now is the Two of Wands. So there is this element of planning. You could be, while you're dealing with all this and you're having this experience with being in awe of the world around you and the way the energies work, you could be working on, activating some they're not new to you inherently, but you haven't expressed them yet, some new gifts, talents, and abilities. So something that's been dormant inside of you is getting ignited, and it's in your ecosystem around you. So something is stimulating you in the ecosystem around you. If you're taking a trip, perhaps something might come to light during a trip. In your hopes and fears, you have the Five of Pentacles. Those are going to be issues of abandonment, of feeling left out, of feeling left behind, of maybe being rejected as you're making these different decisions, or made out to be the bad guy and, kind of brushed aside. There's some fears lying there. And then the outcome, you get the Two of Pentacles, which is usually, again, all about like decisions. And in this particular Two of Pentacles, the character is more balanced, and there's more of a loving energy being radiated from this person. So I really like the feel of that particular Two of Pentacles. It could be that you reach some sort of comfort level with your decisions that you've made, and you just feel at peace with it. All right. Let's get some clarifiers here. Let's look at this Emperor. This is you, your authority, your strength, your determination, your decisions. You get the King of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. This is you seeing yourself, Leo, as the loving lion that you are. This is you really embracing self-love. This is, I do feel a little bit of sense of that, kind of like, I don't know if I want to call it arrogance, but a little bit of vanity, like, oh, I'm the bomb. I look so good. Look at me. Like there's a little bit of that coming in, but it actually is quite cute. It's quite attractive, especially to whomever you might be dealing with. And you have the Ten of Pentacles, which is a nice, stable living situation, home life, financial situation. Feeling fulfilled in that area. So it appears that like you're feeling pretty sure of yourself, except in the areas where you have to make a decision. So inherently you're feeling strong, you're in awe of the world, you're loving this. Maybe you're really loving seeing manifestation happen around you. It's when you have to make some decisions, perhaps some challenging decisions, that it gets a little hairy. So clarifying that Seven of Cups, that's all about the choices, and this is your challenge, is the King of Pentacles and the Lovers. Ooh. Leo, are you maybe making a decision to make a commitment proposal to someone? It really feels relationship driven here. The lovers can represent multiple types of love. So for some of you, it might be romantic love. There may be a proposal on the horizon and you're feeling really good about it. It's kind of like the missing piece. Making this decision has been challenging for you. It's really challenged your feeling stable, as opposed to allowing yourself to be vulnerable, allowing your heart to be vulnerable, allowing that to open up really wide to this person. For some of you, this could be a situation where you're taking on responsibility for a loved one, perhaps an elderly loved one that has fallen ill, moving them into your home, doing some home hospice care, taking on somebody, but there's love here. You love them and you want to provide this stability to them. This is just a difficult decision. It feels big. It feels like for some of you, this could be you're a matched blood type to someone in your family and they need a kidney. This is big chill factor kind of energy here, like big life change kind of energy. And this is huge. This is no wonder you're feeling a little like, oh, am I going to be okay after making these choices or this decision? I can see how you would feel a little bit like, ooh, am I going to be left out in the cold? Am I going to be able to maintain my life the same way? And the answer is probably not, but you will find your balance from what I can see here. Let's look at your focus area here of the Hierophant. Leo. For the Hierophant, you got the Hierophant. This is the High Priest, 2 of them, and the 6 of Wands. To me, again, this feels like a spiritual commitment, religious marriage, but it doesn't have to be for all of you. Some of you, this could be a hand fasting, a more pagan type of commitment, but it's a commitment nonetheless. And your focus is all in that this is the right thing for you to do. This is you displaying your spiritual authority. I feel like you're telling me there's going to be some sort of completion here. For those of you in relationships, this very much feels like a very serious renewal of the vows. If you're already married or already in a long-term relationship, there's a lot of again, strength, determination, authority. For some of you, it could be you are really going into the depths of the conversation of, okay, what is my spiritual authority? And then what am I seeing in the world as the external sources of authority? And you are doubling down in your own, becoming the author of your own life, making the hard decisions, taking the bull by the horns, really coming into it. And this is a very existential, spiritual decision for you and transformative process. This is a game changer is what I want to say. Game changer. And it could just be with how you're even looking at the world and putting yourself on a path of freedom. Let's look at this Empress in your past. What is going on here with the Empress? The 2 of Wands and the Page of Swords. Interesting, which the Page of Swords was in your future. The Page of Swords energy. And remember, I felt like it was a stumbling block. Are you getting married and someone from the past is going to rear up and say, remember me? This could also be, a metaphor for just an energy or a part of your psyche that is kind of tricky to you, that connected to mother wounding, perhaps, for many of you. There's been a lot of reflection to maybe make the connection back to that. Listen, you can have the most wonderful, beautiful mother And there can still be mother wounding that occurred, and you may not even remember it. A lot of this stuff is subconscious. So it goes deep. It could have been when you were 3 years old, 2 or 3, and you don't have a conscious memory of it. A lot of times this happens if you're an older or the eldest child. When mom gets pregnant again and has the next child, it's a little tricky for that little mind to understand how they were the whole world and then now they have to share it. And that can be a bit of a thing. So maybe you've focused your life on you're your whole world and you're kind of the center of attention. And now you're making a partnership commitment. You're taking on a responsibility, and could be concerned this is going to take away too much from you being able to focus on yourself. There could be a little bit of that fear that pops back in and stumbles you up in the future too. But that's why you're becoming aware of it right now through this reading. You've come to this reading for a reason. Let's look at this Strength card, which the Nine of Cups, the daydreaming. You get the Sun and the Page of Cups. Yeah, I really like this energy all together. This is you being in your heart space. This is you truly in that lion heart or that lioness heart. This is you being able to offer love. If you are becoming the caregiver of someone, I absolutely see that you are the perfect person for that. You will not lose yourself. You will still have, excuse me, I know you're worried about this, but you're stronger than you think you are in this case. I see you being able to be in your own space, but also shine the light for someone else and care for someone else with that big open heart and make gestures of love. Now, the Page of Cups, those are appropriate gestures of love, right? So let's say you do have an elderly parent and they need some care. That's where you are offering the love. You are offering, your cup and saying it's full and here you are, and I'm sharing this. I'm sharing my home space or something like that, my time. But that doesn't mean you can't rely on siblings and other members of the family. Now, some of you don't have that luxury. I get it. And that's where you kind of pull that strength from the sun. You think about your brightness and know that you can outshine any darkness or any hard spot that you might find yourself in. Leos are, and I'm, again, these readings are making me emotional. I've noticed this is the first time I've done them. I'm getting emotional. Leo. You have a love for the world in a way that none of the other signs have. There is both strength and prowess and the most beautiful, caring love that one can actually hold in their heart that is coming through here in your strength. And this is just naturally who you are. And there's elements of your personality sometimes that will get eclipsed or shadowed by arrogance, dare I say, Leo, or pride, or just a little too much of those kinds of things, drama maybe in some cases. But you always have the potential to rechannel it, and your channel is your heart. 100% hands down. I actually don't really see you getting too tied up in overthinking, at least not so far. Maybe we'll see something with your fear there, but this is your big heart energy coming through, and embrace it and love it. And it's the hope. It's the Princess Leia hope for the world that I feel with you here. And you're coming through and you're showing me your brightness. And you're showing me you can do whatever this is here. The Page of Swords in your future, possible stumbling block here. 7 of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so in the future, if you do come across this Page of Swords, maybe somebody from the past is coming around, bugging, kind of irking, kind of like feels a bit of like an immature energy that kind of pulls you off. It would feel like you're vibing here and you're like, I got this, I got this, I got this. And this energy, this could be subconscious energy of yours, right? Or it could be a person comes around from the past and then all of a sudden you're like, ew. And your confidence kind of gets blown out the window and you feel defensive and you're like, no, that's not what I want. Stop coming at me, you know, and you're backing up. But I also see you then taking a look at like slowing down, maybe not reacting to this energy or person the way you have in the past. I do see your tendency to want to be like, get away from me, get out of here, go away. But then I see you slowing down and really being able to look at with that Page of Pentacles, instead of you getting offset by their energies, I see you bringing that into a stable energy. So you're actually working with the two pages here. Pages are new, they're youthful energy. This is a fresh energy for you. This is a different way for you to respond to this trigger from the past, this person, this belief system, this trigger. It likely for some of you will have to do with the authority, okay? So this could be somebody coming in with religious expectations upon you if you are, you know, getting married or taking over, you know. This could be where your spiritual authority doesn't really line up with, you know, what's coming at you. And you may feel a bit defensive, but I feel you taking a step back and slowing down into the Page of Pentacles to say, well, now let me really look at this because I've evolved. So perhaps my response to this has evolved as well. And I see you doing that. Good. All right, let's look at this advice, that Eight of Wands, that movement, passion, movement. Okay, the Five of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. This is, okay, Leo, you have got to tackle your fear of being abandoned, of being rejected, of being, and again, now I can feel it for some of you. This could be like, if my family knows that I'm not religious in the sense that I was raised, or in the sense of how I grew up, and I have these different thoughts and I've embraced my own spiritual authority and it feels so fucking good, but I can't be myself around these other people, or I think they're going to turn me away and turn me out. Again, you have to remember that ultimately it's their fear that is stopping it. And you have, it's their own fear of something different, something new, something fresh, something more aligned with freedom, something more powerful. You know, the collective conscious right now is dealing with a whole lot of, like, let's just take the energy of the lockdown, okay? Let's take the energy of spiritual warfare that we've been going through. If you don't know about that, I don't know what to tell you at this point. It's pretty obvious. The way that we've been told we have to believe certain things or do things a certain way. See, you've come to the understanding that that's not the case. And you have found so much joy and celebration in that. But yet I feel like it's someone like members of your family, something like that. Someone, it could be the person you're getting ready to caretake for some of you. If that's the case, it feels like that. If it's not an actual person, it could just be an older energy that comes around and makes you feel afraid. And the advice here is that you need to tackle that. You need to tackle the shit out of that energy with the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Wands with it. And I see you doing that. The Knight of Swords, that's where they're like, decision is made. I am, you know, this is like, I'm going into battle. Okay, this is it. This is the moment. The horns are blowing. And here we go. Rah! You know, Leo, you know how to roar. It's just like, you're going to go crazy toward this energy and fear of abandonment because you're too bright and beautiful and loving, and the world needs you too much to let that take you down. For your ecosystem, that Two of Wands, it's clarified by, so this is the energy of maybe something new breaking through. Yes, the Three of Swords and the Star. Now, Three of Swords is the card typically you say, oh, it's pain and injury in the heart, it's heartbreak, it's devastation, you know, rainy days all around, it's all cloudy. But I actually feel very alchemical about this Three of Swords for you. So you have this Two of Wands. You know, you've reclaimed your spiritual authority. You've reclaimed the authority you feel in your life and grounded into that. And then you have this Two of Wands that is like, and again, I'm getting emotional. It's like going to clear out, like a good rain just clears something out. This is the whitening phase of alchemy, right? This is the water cleansing, and the heartbreak of the past is going to be washed away. I don't even get that this is like you're going to be re-injured or you're going to be like feeling a lot of pain. I think this comes from you tackling this fear of rejection, abandonment, and all that, and it just washes away the old wounds, and it just heals up the scars, really, because you have the star here, and it lets you focus on your goal, on the highest path here for yourself. And there's something going on in your environment, even if you are bringing someone into your home, perhaps, or someone into your life in a more committed way. There's something here that supports that, because your ecosystem is where you are. It could also represent the area of the world you're in. Something very interesting to look into is the astrology of the locations for yourself. You can go online and just type in astrology, where should I live, astrology, and you can put in your birthday and everything, and it pops out like the meridians and the lines, and you can look at different areas, and it tells you what you would be likely to experience in certain regions. That might be something, for you to take a look at. Okay, let's look at this fear, the Five of Pentacles, the abandonment, the rejection. Yes, so here you are in the advice and help, and you're taking the advice and help, and you've got the Four of Wands and the Knight of Cups coming in to this fear. And you're saying, I can recognize now that subconscious pattern, or that trigger, that person, that, what I want to say, like a mind virus. That's what it feels like a mind virus. You could see that was having an effect on you. And you are, with that Emperor coming in as you in the very beginning, in your energy for May, you're not having it. And the Four of Wands goes with that Emperor energy, is stability. No, I come into myself. I come into my tent and I sit with myself. I'm the shaman, and you've got this Knight of Cups, and I emerge. Sweat tent, sweat lodge, saunas might be good for you, a sweat lodge, a cacao ceremony, something shamanistic might really help you with this. I think this is going to release quite well, because you're coming back in your element with the Knight of Cups, and able to offer love that transcends this fear. Whew, so emotional. Good work. Okay, for this outcome, this Two of Pentacles, where you feel in better balance with decisions you're making, you get the Six of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. Yes, this is Six of Pentacles is giving me that Libra balance feeling once again, like you're able to take what you need, but you're able to give what others need. And there's this just newly emerged confidence, and it really plays into this awe that you gave me in the overall energy. There's this new confidence, this new determination. Your mind feels fresh now that mind virus and that fear is all gone. It's a whole new fresh path. Whew, these readings have gone deep. Whew. And I got quite a few more to go, and I'm already like amazed by what we're getting here. If you're watching my channel, good work. God damn, you guys are awesome. Damn, you guys are awesome. All right, Leo, let's get you a card from the Starseeds Oracle to close off the reading today. Leo, you are not alone. Isolation, physical connection, and community. The older the soul, the deeper the cave. Many starseeds and old souls enjoy their own company. Spending time alone can be comforting and necessary for their vitality, as it allows them to commune with their soul and fill up their energetic resources, especially if they have underactive energies going on, or in your case, Leo, you're working on transcending that fear of rejection and abandonment. And you find it more nourishing to retreat than to spend time in meaningless conversations or groups that don't fulfill you. However, you need to recognize that you're not alone and seek the company of people that will be supportive of your energies. Okay, Leo, what a beautiful message to close out the reading, knowing you're not alone. You could also be getting some support from the other side at this time, especially when we have, if those of you that do have like an elderly parent or relative that's being cared for, a lot of times the ancestors are a lot closer and very palpable, feeling their energy. And so you may be being supported from that direction as well. But don't forget about community. Don't forget that even though you're making this big change, it doesn't mean that you can't be a part of the communities that support you. Leo, may the force be with you. Have an amazing day, and I will see you next time.